Well, a catastrophe just happened here in the Philippines in the past few days, and I want to ask for your time, not for your money. Allow me that the people that is paying for the ads in YouTube give us the money to write something to donate to the people that need it the most. I'm not offering entertain, I'm not offering news, I'm just offering a way to help people. I hope that it works. I do. Fuerza Filipinas. Fuerza Filipinas. Before anything else, please my apologies. Maybe my English is not that good. Even when I live here in the Philippines for the last 6 years, I will not practice as much as I want. It's not my natural tongue, obviously, and I will try to explain what is happening in this side of the world. Please watch the video until the end. I will try to put some ads in order to maximize the monetization for this video, and I will only ask for your time. Please to share the video, to try to like it if you want it, and comment something, because it's the only way that YouTube will give me more exposure. For the people that is watching my ugly face for the first time, let me tell you that I'm from Mexico. I've been living here in the Philippines with my wife for the last 6 years, and I'm making videos for YouTube for the last 3 years already, more or less. Please don't watch it. Don't do anything else with the other videos. This is not for the promotion. This is not for the exposure. I'm not trying to take advantage of the situation. My only reason to doing this is to try to get some money in order to help others. I'm using my own savings. I'm already calling some friends. They are helping us to raise a little more. But definitely I want to use this kind of things, this kind of platforms, in order to raise a little more, because every dollar counts and many people need it at this time. I will try to be as brief as possible. I don't know if you are aware, I don't know how the news are spreading around the world, but the Philippines has been hit with one of the most catastrophic powerful typhoons in 2021, and I may say that it's maybe one of the most powerful in the last few years. Like I just mentioned, I've been living here for 6 years, and it's the first time that I saw a huge impact like this one. I know that it's not the first time. The Philippines is a region that is used to have typhoons, and is considered one of the most dangerous zones to be living in. Not because of the safety or for the liquidity, it's because of the weather. The Philippines are hit by 25 different kind of storms. Maybe half of them are typhoons, and at least 5 around the year became super typhoons. A super typhoon, just to give you a little point of reference, is like a category 5 hurricane. It may be compared right now with what we know as Katrina or Harvey or maybe Ida in the most recently years. According with the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, 2021 has been a little unusual. This year we have 22 storms, 9 typhoons, and 5 super typhoons. Odette is the second one that hits the Philippines directly, landfall in the Philippines. But this typhoon was a little more unusual than others. The Philippines has been improving a lot for the weather warnings regarding typhoons after many others that have been impacted the country really hard. But this time, they could not do anything about it. Or they just passed from category 1 typhoon to a super typhoon in just a few hours, almost a day. That's why people was not prepared, the government was not prepared, anybody showed that if anything like this what happens. Even with the short notice, 300,000 people was evacuated from different regions in the country before the typhoon landfall in Siargao. It happened the last Thursday 16 around 1:30 p.m. Really strong winds around 160 miles per hour. We were there just a few weeks ago. I uploaded already some videos regarding how beautiful is Siargao, and they get the title of the best island in Asia for 2021, and for us it maybe was the most wonderful place that we even visit here in the Philippines. After all the years that we are spending here and visited many places, we were impressed with the people, with the places, with the food. It was really a paradise, and we met a lot of people over there. After the typhoon landfall, all the social media, all our friends get incommunicated. We didn't know anything about them for all night long. Friday came, no communication, no social media, we were not able to see what is happening in real life with all the people that we met there in Siargao. In the news we can see that the typhoon was already going down all across the country. They hit it, Bohol, Cebu, and many other places. It was decreasing the power of the typhoon. It was a category 4, then a category 3 typhoon. However, he also takes a lot of strength and hits on Palawan. That was the 9th time that the typhoon landfall in the Philippines. You know, the Philippines is a huge amount of islands. The typhoon completely covered all the country. He goes from Siargao, that is in the extreme east, south of the island, until Palawan, that is at the west of the island. It's not the first time that I saw something like this, but it's the first time that hit me like this. I'm trying to do something to help people. I'm trying to raise some money. People from Mexico, from Colombia, from Argentina is already giving me some. I will be delivering this money. I will buy some items. I will be delivering those items to the Kids for Kids Philippines. I will give you more details about the organizations here in the description below, just in case that you want to know more about it or what can you do directly with them. And I feel obligated to do this. I feel touched. I never see something like this before, or at least not that impact people that I know that close. I'm Manila based. I'm living here in Metro Manila, so typhoons are not hitting so hard here in this region. But what I saw in the last couple of days really broke my heart. And I want to do something to help them. And the best idea that I have is to make this video only to let you know what is happening in order to raise a little money and send them to them. I just hope that I can have your time and let YouTube give me the money. Maybe it's naive because it's the first time that I do something like this, but at least I will try. At least I will try to help somebody. Most of the time I'm complaining about this place because it's been tough to be living here. It's not as easy as many people can see. It's not been easy for me. My father recently died a few months ago, but gave me a huge different perspective about the life and the thing that I was complaining for. I cannot believe it. I always say that I will not cry in camera because it's so lame and so pity. I have my notes. I have my notes about what is happening and why you should help. But it means nothing. It means nothing. People lost their jobs, lost their houses. The death toll, I may say that it's maybe not so high as other typhoons. Just to see what I saw, it's heartbroken. Es este que tengo aquí. Me encuentro en Goodies. Y está en la misma zona en la cual estábamos hablando del food truck, que justamente lo tengo aquí enfrente de mí. Y el mismo día poder pasar aquí enfrente a poder comprar algunos. Siguiente lugar, tuvimos la mala fortuna de no haberlo descubierto anteriormente y durante nuestro último recorrido en la isla pues encontramos Sunday. Definitivamente son las 12:10 de la tarde y pues como nos pidieron ya estamos aquí de vuelta en Cloud9. Parece que se nos hizo muy temprano, no hay absolutamente nadie ahorita en este momento, así que please help me if you can. And I told you, just watch this video as long as it be. I don't know if it will help, that it will work, but I just want to try to do something. The situation is so really huge. It's horrendous. I'm the kind of people that don't get moved. I'm coming from Mexico, so poverty is a common thing for me. Violence is a common thing for me. I'm coming from a region where I saw death and I saw people dying and I saw really hard things that affect me, maybe change my perspective for life, and I don't get moved really easily. Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe you will say, another YouTuber crying in front of the camera because of the poor people. No. It's not I'm crying for the poor people that I really know, that I meet in person, that I was able to see their stories and seeing their faces, how happy they were in order to reopen the places after what the pandemic has done here in the Philippines. Because tourism here was almost dead for months. They recently opened for the local tourism and people really start to doing their best to recover. Not to get something better, not to get something more, it's just to recover for what the pandemic left. All the huge work that they did, all the efforts that they did to offer something with really high quality. And now it's gone. It's completely gone. This is really hard. This is maybe one of the biggest tragedy that I ever saw. For all the Filipinos that I may see this video, I really appreciate your time. I hope you well. I hope that you get strong. I hope that the people that you know that is living in the different areas affected are well. They can resist. They can survive this situation, and I'm pretty sure that they will survive and they will get stronger. Losing someone without previous notice is really hard. It's a tragedy. And I hope that you can find peace. I'm not offering entertain, I'm not offering news, I'm just offering a way to help people. I hope that it works. I do. Fuerza Filipinas. Fuerza Filipinas.